The room was intact, exactly as she left it. The walls were a dirty violet color, speckled so violently they were painful to touch. They had always been that way, right? Hundreds of jars stacked high against the walls were filled with translucent substances that cast shadows and colors that had not yet been named. She grabbed one of the jars and swirled it. She could not identify the liquid spinning inside the glass. Had she always had that jar? She walked across the room to a table and dragged a chair from under it. But it had not scraped the floor. It drifted out, as if over a current of air. She realized everything in the room was hovering over the floor, just enough to maybe slide a thick piece of paper underneath. She ran her hand over the cool, smooth surface of the wooden table, but it was soft, like foam. No, like gelatin. Her hands dug in and out of the wood. She couldn't remember if her table had always been that soft. Last time she slept in the room, Wait, she had never slept in that room. Had she? She walked to the nearest corner and looked through a pile of books. They smelled of dust and crushed sage. The books were brimming with words and numbers, but they said nothing. The pages silently shook in her hand. The pulsations traveled through her flesh, and soon everything was gently vibrating. She realized then nothing was vibrating, because everything was vibrating in the same direction. In the room she had entered for 25 years, everything was exactly the same as she had left it, but nothing seemed familiar anymore. She looked down at her hands to count her fingers. There were 5.